Welcome everyone, Dr. Thor here on another great filming of a classic product. This is a fantastic book tool that everyone should have. We do sell these as we find them out there in good condition. These are very difficult to find and very expensive if you find a complete kit, and we're going to talk about that. Sometimes you can find the book cheaply, but it's lacking what's inside, and this is all about what's inside. An interactive exploration of your psi powers. Uri Geller and Ron van der Meer. This is a fantastic, a super amount of work went into this, and I don't think anybody is very aware that these are out there. As you said, we have a couple in stock, and I would grab them when you can. They are mint in perfect condition, and you need to get one of these because they are giving you fantastic tools. This is a journey unto itself. Let Uri Geller take you on an interactive exploration of your own psi powers. Investigate the science behind paranormal phenomena, step by step, with examinations of psychic power, cultural beliefs, prognosis, astrology, graphology, dowsing, the mind's unconscious, extraterrestrials, revealing the unique experience and knowledge of internationally famous paranormalist Uri Geller. The ParaScience pack lets you discover new abilities, unleashing the wonders of the paranormal within the credible limits of science. So remember that, you're showing things here. So, it's very well worded. This isn't some goofball little book thrown together. This is fantastic on every single level. So the actual pack includes, and this is what happens if you're looking for something or run over. As I said, you can get the book for $50 or $60, maybe more, but be very careful. You've got to make sure they state, and don't get them from big book suppliers because they never have any inserts. If you find it somewhere, of course, you should be buying it from us who look at it and give you credible sources. There's solid brass dowsing rods to douse for underground water, metals, and maybe even treasure. Genuine rock crystal, millions of years old, believed to possess healing properties. Practical instructions help you to use the crystal as a key to unlock the subconscious mind. A spinning paper umbrella. Use your mind to make the paper spin on the needle. You get this? You're getting, which usually cost you $20 to $50 to get one of these mind wheels. These psychic wheels, we sell them. Of course, this is not as high quality as the ones that we sell, but it's in the book. 7 extraordinary, inspiring paper sculptures. It's just fantastic. So let's get a little better look here. This is what's in the kit, and we're going to show you real live. You get these very cool 3D pop-ups. You also, this was the ParaScience kit. Now, this was manufactured in Thailand, but of course it comes from a actual distributor that is and made by a British company, Tango. And of course, there's another author here, Vandermeer, who has written many different books, and he specializes kind of in books like this that are very unique. So this originally, and that's 29 pounds, which is about $50 or so, depending on where it's at that time. And again, this is from 2000. Year 2000. So these are over now 20 years these were made. So the beauty is that stuff like this is still kept around, and this is a complete occult gym training tool. So if you want to get anything, you're not sure what to get, well, this is another one of those kits you can get. We offer lots of them, and you should get lots of them. But this has all the essential stuff in it. We'll go through that. And those essential stuff in here, see how cool this is right to begin with. You get this cool pop-up here of the human head. Look at how cool that is. kind of showing the brain here, as you can see from this side. I don't know if we're getting enough light here, but actually kind of shows brain type tissue. But it pops up like this. It's extremely well made. It even gives you 3D glasses if you're getting a complete kit. Now, these are all the things you have to look for. And we'll let you know if something that we get has all that. So it talks about the brain to start off with, the third eye. It has these little strings here. Talks about the different parts of the physical common brain. Is that cool or what? I mean, this is one of the greatest things you can get out there, and it's a complete occult gym, psychic gym, mind gym tool, because it gives you all these things which we're going to show you. Then we can move on into the other things here. I mean, it goes on and on. It's such a cool book. Here we go. There's J.B. Ryan up there. They talk about Zener cards. You can come up from the top here. Maybe that'll give us a little better view. Extrasensory perception. I mean, this is a masterpiece. You know, putting together things like this is an incredibly difficult and time-consuming task. Even talks about the Eagly wheel that's been out there now for a while, which is more of an electronic psychic wheel. Really cool. It goes into this. It even talks about teleportation, PK, extrasensory perception, obviously, the Zener cards, and it shows you that. You know, you should know all this stuff. If you're into these things, get the background. Know what's going on. You know, an informed person make sure that you get the proper stuff and know what you're talking about. Of course, that's what we're here for, to assist you in all these areas. So here we go. Look at this cool. What crystals say? And it has this little thing here where you can move it around. And then, of course, God, what work went into this. It's, you know, I really admire people that put this kind of work in. How somehow they got this puppy mass-produced, even though it's a fairly rare book. But the work involved. But you have this little turn thing here. So here we go. So we go to that rock crystal. That's rock crystal, and it tells you what rock crystal is good for. So you have several of these that you go into. How cool is that? It's just amazing. So it talks about healing here. Faith healing. Of course, you open up again. Every page not only has got these kind of pop-ups here. Look at how cool that is. And again, this is in mint condition. I mean, it's well worth investing in a mint condition of something like this. This is a treasure. And this is something you can share with others. And here we go again. We have another slide out thing here, where you can slide out and for auras, what yellow and certain things mean. And you can see the colors that are got up here. As you pull this down, you see how the colors mean. I mean, really, how inventative. And this comes from the Vandermeer. He's got a few books like this, which I'm going to be getting myself in the future. And but they were all made years ago. I mean, this was made 22 years ago at the time of this. Look at this. It even goes into reflexology. And, you know, basically, this gives you all you need to know on reflexology. There's actually a chart here that you can use. Suggestionology. Light healing. And it gives you practical information. This just isn't background. The aura. Dr. Walter Kilnier. He's a famous aura scientist. It talks about the healing colors and what they do. Just, I mean, it's like an entire college education in one book. I mean, this is just mind-screwing of how great this is. Then it goes into beliefs, and here this pops up, this rose pops up. I don't even know how they manufactured something like that. It's very difficult. Now here we go, feng shui. You want to know about feng shui? Well, it even gives you a feng shui compass. Look at that. Now, if you bought all this stuff by itself or had to hunt up these books, and you know, the problem is having lots and lots of books that are very hard to go through and, well, what do I study? What do I need to know? Well, it's all here. It's in one book. It's practical and exciting. You could go through this book with anybody who's got a serious interest in this area, or if you want to use it as a training tool. It's all here. Cults and Sects, Millennium Cults, Sect Case Study, the Kabbalah. He's even got firewalking, which is new, and it even talks about firewalking. Few people understand that's where a lot of your people have started out doing these kind of things. Psychic Sex, Crusades. I mean, this covers everything. The Shroud of Turin, relics, the Crystal Skull, mediums, Blavatsky and her spiritualism. I mean, if it's something that you need to know, this is a complete college course in itself. And look at how cool this prognosis introduction. Look at how cool this is. Interpreting handwriting. There's a booklet that's inserted in here. I mean, man, what a massive this is. Ley lines, and there's little inserts there. Notre Dame. Numerology, phenology, this, how people's shapes of their heads, tarot, runes. I mean, runes, I got everything in here. I mean, I haven't looked at all this that closely in a long time, the Akashic record. But look at that beautiful pop-up. I mean, these are the kind of things that excite your consciousness, which means you learn better and your energies open up. You're much more powerful when you're excited. You're at that level of incitement. Look at this wild pop-up. Unconscious mind. Look at that. It must be about 1.5 feet. I mean, wow, what an ingenious thing this is, and the work that goes into this. I mean, a lot of people just don't understand how much work it takes to do everything. This is. They even have psychic warfare, psytax, remote viewing, wartime psychic. I mean, God, did they cover everything? I haven't looked at this in many years. What a piece of work. Remote viewing, deja vu, altered states of consciousness, out-of-body experiences, and of course it never ends. You got these little things. Fruits and flowers and dreams, another chart that you turn here. I mean, this is just fantastic. I'm gonna keep this out to reference to many more times. Dreams, precognitions, voices. I don't know what D.D. Holmes, that's an author. Reverse speech. Got a picture of Clinton there. Near-death experiences. Look at this fantastic, masterful piece of work. I mean, it's unbelievable the kind of work that's went in this. Okay, now let's move over to the other section. Oh, look at this. Unbelievable. I mean, you try and make something like this. Something like this is worth $300-400. I mean, it's all practical. It's entire education in one particular place. You're just not going to get any better than this. I mean, it's unbelievable. So I think we only have one in stock at this time of the filming here, and we're going to look for more, but they are expensive to get complete and even incomplete, meaning you get little bits and pieces of it. Here's another pull tab that you go in there. Common themes, the words. This is Poltergeist, and you have this pull tab, which gives you more information. Poltergeist, multi-personalities. Spontaneous human combustion. That used to be something people were researching. People just catch on fire. This is something that is a proven fact. You just combust. Angels, stigmata, cryptozoology, psychic animals and pets. Good God. Plant telepathy, alchemy. Mind screwing, what a fantastic thing this is. And here you get an actual little pyramid that pops up, and you could put things in here. This is a real pyramid that you can put things underneath, and it goes into a lot of details of how to use the pyramid. How to levitate. Well, you want to know how to levitate? Well, there are no books on this, and you can all buy them separately. Crystal Earth. Aliens, alien abductions. God, it covers our UFO crop circles. This is a whole education in a book with all these cool things. You know how cool this would look if you got a coffee table to put it on, leave it open like this, pop some things in there. I mean, if you want a conversation piece, whoa. So here we go again with more things. People. So, did I get everything in between here? No, I missed a bunch here. I missed a bunch. Let's get over here if we can open this up. There's a whole nother area here. How do we get in there? Maybe the page is stuck together. There's a whole section here before we get to the very end. I guess you have to open it here. There's a little tab here to open this. Yeah. Wild, weird, wild stuff here. Of course, Uri Geller. Let's get into this. Here's your actual psychic wheel. Let's see how this works here. That you can, see if I can, there are two here. Two here that you put on a pin or not. Well, we'll go over that later, or that's something, get your own and explore. Okay, we have Psychic Evil. How's that for a title? Sixth Sense, Hitler and the Occult, The Prince of Wales. Psychic Personalities, when it comes into, they even mention Aleister Crowley, of course. Psychic Hollywood, Ghost Hunting. And there's